All right, now if we take a look at this second part of our lesson, we're going to be mainly dealing with matrices as equations. So we're going to be solving for this X matrix. So it says if matrix A has an inverse and the matrix equation AX is equal to B has a solution, then the solution is X, and that is equal to the inverse of A times B. So I want you to just quick think of if we had y, or let's say 2y is equal to x. So the way that we would go about solving this problem, if we were solving for y, is we would divide by 2. However, when we're dealing with matrices, we can't divide matrices. That doesn't work out. So that's why we're using this inverse matrix. Now, a lot of what I'm doing in this portion of the lesson, I'm going to be using the calculator for. So just to show you the skills on there, because it's a lot less time consuming. So if you need to look over those parts of the lesson again, please do, because it's so important that you understand. The first thing I'm actually going to do is, let's just say I have matrix A, and this is a 3 by 3 matrix, so it's a pretty big one that we're used to dealing with. And I'm just going to put random stuff in there, okay? And now I'm going to show you guys how you can just find the inverse of a matrix in the calculator based on that. So what we need to do here is go into our matrix, and I'll just go over one of these ones that I had before. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, -4, 2. Okay, so here's my matrix. So if I go to quit and I just go into my matrix menu and hit enter, it tells me what my matrix is. So if I want to do the inverse of that, our notation would be a to the -1. So I can actually raise this to the power of the -1 and hit enter, and now you can see what our inverse matrix would be for this specific problem. So let me get rid of. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're solving for a matrix. So again, it is a lot easier than if we use a calculator in order to do this, because our setup is going to be like this. Now we can find inverses by hand like we did in the first video. That wasn't too bad, but when we have to do things like this, where we have to find the inverse and then multiply it, then it's a lot more time consuming. So just realize that our X matrix is going to be equal to that inverse of A times that B matrix. So again, I'm going to use the calculator in order to do that. So I'm going to go into the matrix menu, and I'm going to put in both of those 2 by 2 matrices. So we have 12, 7, 5, 3, and we have again another 2 by 2, and we have 2, -1, 3, 2. So this is my B matrix just like it is in the problem. So I want to do the inverse of A. So again, I go to A and I raise it to the power of -1. Hit the right arrow to bring that back down. And I want to multiply this by my B matrix. So this is going to be what our X is equal to. So our X matrix is equal to -15, -17, 26, 29. So much easier to do with technology that we have. Okay, so that's our answer to that matrix right there, to that matrix problem. Okay, so that's actually going to be it for this video as well.